Hey guys, so it's been a long time since I've done just an update and wanted to quickly just see, I'm already rambling. I've got a list here of things to talk about. Firstly, just to say thanks very much for all of the kind words, comments that I've received in the last few videos. There's been a lot of them and they've all been really, really important and deeply cherished. I've, really taken my time to read them and just appreciate them individually, but unfortunately I just haven't had the time to respond. But I will very quickly, very soon tomorrow. I'll spend a lot of time catching up on all those sorts of things. But just to say that watching and participating and taking an interest in my work has really, really meant a lot to me. And it's really inspired me to keep at it and keep putting the videos up. So thank you so much for all of that. Just an update on Mephi and the Mephiston series. I hope you've been enjoying it. For those of you who don't know, it's actually a retrospective series. So Mephiston was finished a couple of weeks ago now, probably a month and a half ago now. I'm almost finished painting him. I've been taking my time, and the reason why is because I'm just not a very confident painter, and Annex really wanted me to paint it. So I've been doing little things in between to sort of get my painting up to speed. One of those little things was the Orcs We Goth War buggy that I put up yesterday. The reason I've done that, instead of being working on Mephi, is because I really needed to practice my painting, so that when I paint Mephi, it's as good as I can do it for the foreseeable future. So thanks for your patience with the series. All the footage is shot, it's just a matter of me editing it. I'd say that there's about 3 or 4 more episodes to go, and then you'll see the completed model, some still pictures, and then I'll show you the painted model. I'll also show you how I make those little play cards that come with it, how I package it, and I'll send it off to Annex, hopefully in the next 2 weeks. Because he's been really, really patient and waiting for a long time for that, and I don't want to keep him waiting any longer. Similarly, Dante, at the same time, will be going off in that package. Some of the other projects that I've got coming up, I've got a couple more commissions. I've got some interested parties who have lots of great ideas and hopefully we'll end up working together. But in the meantime, we've got some really exciting stuff with Black Sun Art Studios. We're doing Pre-Heresy Mortarian and his Chaos Ted Guard, so that's going to be really fun. I'm really looking forward to that, especially because it's the Pre-Heresy model. And it'll be a challenge to come up with all the fantastic detail that's in that artwork. And then following that, I'm going to be actually doing Sanguinus, which is really exciting. I'm really looking forward to that. And that'll be with Wargame Studios 2010, and I'll be building it and he'll be painting it. But it's not your traditional Sanguinus, your sort of princey type. It's actually this really cool piece of artwork off DeviantArt, I think. And the Sanguinus is a lot more bulky, Terminator-ish, really like badass. And it's a fantastic looking artwork, and I think it'll be a really cool looking model. So I've got lots of ideas for that. That'll be late August and September and October that those 2 commissions will be taking place. And in the meantime, I'm going to finally finish off the 2 pieces, the 2 models that I was doing for Jason and for Cargos 79, who've both been very patient, incredibly patient, just waiting all this time while I've been doing my other Mephiston and Dante commissions. So it hasn't been as productive at times as I thought it would be. The last few months on break, I've actually sort of like swerved off the side of the road at times and just gone off into fairyland, had a relaxing holiday, played a lot of Xbox, been in and out of all the personal things going on, and but we'll get back to it. We'll get back on track and start producing. And I think that the Logan model is a great example of that. It looks like you guys loved what I did, and I had a great time doing it, and it was a relatively short time frame. It was just a couple of weeks working on it, and I hope Jeremiah has lots of fun painting him up. I wanted to do a series of shoutouts, and I've been saying I've been doing them for a couple of weeks now. Shoutouts to people like Custom Terrain, Nocturnal Studios, S.E.R, and I can't put the names at the bottom of the screen, but I'll put the links in the description. And I will do a shout-out video tomorrow. And what I'd like you to do, if you'd be so kind, is to go to each of those pages and subscribe, because the content is well worth it. There's a lot of really, really fantastic YouTubers out there, obviously, but there are some really outstanding people who have only a very small number of subscribers and deserve to have a lot more. And I certainly wouldn't be making the videos that I am today if it wasn't for the Terrain Noob, who sort of just did a shout out to me right away when I first began, and I indebted to him and can never be grateful enough. So this is my opportunity to just bring some of those other guys into the limelight and just show off their amazing skill. There's some painters, terrain makers, some really amazing conversion builders. There's just some incredible stuff that I've seen. white metal games, just some stuff, like amazing stellar stuff. So I'll do some shout outs tomorrow, but what I'll ask you to do is please go and subscribe when you see that video, because it's really well worth it, and I'd really appreciate that. The final thing on my list is just again to reiterate and say thanks. There's a couple more projects of a personal nature coming up besides the commissions. A long time ago, before I started working on Old Father Time, I was working on a Dark Eldar Archon, and it's the Dark Eldar Archon from the Codex cover for the new Dark Eldar Codex. And I'd actually been trying to build it before the Dark Eldar models came out, and beat it to the punch, and then show you guys what I've been working on. And it's a almost frame for frame reproduction of that artwork. So I'm going to resume that project, having had all the experience I've had in the last few months, and I'll be working on that in September and be showing you that. And what else? So the final thing is that I've had some really awesome packages arrive in the mail. I've had some friends from YouTube send me some things that they'd like me to show off, and I'd be more than happy to. Custom Terrain sent me some fantastic custom bases that he was making, and these are interesting because they're flying bases of a different nature. And you see a lot of like custom stuff, you know, from Max Mini, from Back to Basics, and from a lot of the members in the community doing really cool base work. But these are actually like bases designed to put you know, Sanguinary Guard or you know, Junk Pack Space Marines on, Assault Space Marines, and they've got this like elevated brickwork, which is really interesting. So I'll definitely do a preview of those later in the week. And then Bill over at Tube BKG at Black Knight Games has sent me some fantastic minis from his range of minis from his game, from Fantasy Legends, which is his Verminion range, and then also some other minis from a separate range that are just absolutely exquisite. So he sent them over to me. I'm not the best person in the world to paint them up, but I'm going to give it a good shot. And but first we'll have a look at them in the close cam, and we'll go through them together and just, you know, give them the show off that they deserve, because they're brilliant stuff. I also got some really cool weathering powders from the AIM series, which is a bit different to Forge World or MiG. So we'll have a look at those too and see how they stack up. But they're looking fantastic. So those videos will be coming out later in the week as well. But I just wanted to give you guys a general update. Thanks for sticking with me. I know it's been 7 minutes, but that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you for all your fantastic videos. As always, they're a source of inspiration and much enjoyment, and keep them coming. There's been some really awesome competitions lately. It looks like September is the month of competitions to end them all. I can't believe how many competitions are on the go, so we'll see lots of creativity, lots of big prizes, lots of fun. I look forward to seeing more of your videos then. Have a great one, guys. Thanks for everything. See you soon.